I feel I should take advice out of my dad's book, really, and find someone who's just as odd as me. You know, it works for him. My parents are both crazy. The best example I can give you of this, and I promise you this is genuinely true, is that my dad, I don't know about your dad, my dad hates it when he hears a noise coming from his car. He's always got to find out what it's from. And there's this one noise coming from the back of the car, right? So he thought, okay, I'll sit in the back passenger seat, let my wife, my mum, drive around and see what it is, which is fairly logical, you know. Although that was inconclusive for my dad. So what he decided to do was he got out of the car, he got in the boot of the car, my mum locked him in and drove around my village. Now, if the thought of your mum driving around your village with your dad locked in the boot of the car all through choice isn't ludicrous enough, my mum forgot that he was in there. You know, she's not normally allowed to drive Dad's car. She's enjoying herself. She got the radio on, Colleen Bailey Ray, she likes her. You know, she's driving a bit faster. Dad's car's a bit sporty, taking those corners. She then starts hearing this weird muffled sound coming from the boot. You know, weird clonking as she's taking those corners. She's genuinely surprised to get home and find my dad in there semi-conscious. All I can say is I'm glad she wasn't pulled over for speeding. You know, if the policeman had checked her car and come round the front and knocked on the window. Excuse me, madam, why is there a man? Can you explain why there's a man, semi-conscious, locked in the boot of your car? And my mum would have gone, oh, yes, he's my husband. And they would both be in a mental home, probably where they belong. No, my mum's great. She's a bit of a warrior, though. You know, she worries about things, not a soldier. But, yeah, she... Hey, yeah, I've told that one before. Yeah, but she worries about me, and she often worries about me when I go through London. I have to go through London to get to Exeter. And, yeah, okay, who lives in London? Really? Okay. Right, my mum tells me every time I'm going through London, don't talk to anybody. No one talks to each other in London. It's not safe. Is that actually true? Yes! Yes? No? I don't think it's true, right? Because I think that there are everyone knows there's two types of people you can talk to in London, right? Old people and women with children. Because neither of them are probably going to either, you know, mug you or rape you. You know, think safe. That's what I do. And it really works, you know, neither of them have. That's my checklist when I talk to people in London. Okay, look at her. She looks alright, she looks alright. Is she going to mug me? Probably not, I'm bigger, I can do that. Is she going to rape me? I hope so. Hello there, excuse me, looking at the time. I'm so sorry. No, but the other thing my mum worries about in London is religious extremists. And she rang me, like back in September, and said, look, I've just read this article. Apparently, Islam is the fastest growing religion in the UK. That means extremists are everywhere. And so obviously the first thing I did was tell her never to read the Daily Mail again. And then I did some research myself. And okay, Islam is the fastest growing religion in the UK. But if I'm supposed to fear fast growing religions turning extreme, I found a much more worrying statistic in the last census, right? There's one religion that grew from having no members to having 390,000 followers in 2001. Does anyone know what that is? Jedis, right? So if I'm going to fear any fast-growing religions turning extreme, it's going to be Jedi extremists, isn't it? You know? Because they can do anything, can't they? They've got the lightning out of their fingers, force grip to the throat. You know? If you're walking across the street and someone does that and it tightens, what can you do? That's terrorism. You know? Forget a makeshift bomb in a backpack. These guys have got laser swords. You know, some people sit on trains listening for a ticking noise. I'm just listening for... Also, I've always wanted to go into a microphone, so yes! No, you know, it's scary, you know, if there were Jedi extremists. Because look, you hear all these stories about us hunting these religious extremists in Iraq and Afghanistan. You know, we do a surgical strike, take out one of their leaders, we celebrate, don't we, yeah? But if they were Jedis, we'd be fucked, right? Because I know for a fact, strike one of them down and they become more powerful than you could possibly imagine, right? Obi-Wan Kenobi said that and he's like their god, so, you know, it must be true. Actually, also, the government have said there are certain days when terrorists target, you know, there's 9/11 because of the emergency services there. My mum wouldn't let me travel on the 9th of September 2009 because that was 999, right? Well, here's some advice for you. If there are extremist Jedis everywhere, don't even fucking leave the house on May the 4th. Think about it. Be safe. Before I go, I'm just going to leave you with this one piece of relationship advice. Sounds stupid coming from me, but here it is. Please, this to the guys here, please never ever take relationship advice from the Spice Girls, okay? Because no matter how many times they insist it in their song Wannabe, if you want to be a girl's lover, under no circumstances, get with her friends, okay? Because she'll hate it. I've been Dan John, you've been awesome, I hope you enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you!
have another 5-minute break, but